study at the certificate level. It is 3 years. It is 3 years to finish this level. So, if they start the business, small business, in the first year, they should run until they finish the certificate level. Yes, it's maybe more than 2 years. Yes, they can run business. And we invite the consult some professor from industry, from university to be the consultant. Yes, and maybe we provide a training program for teachers who who control, who take care of this project. Please, can I answer your question? Okay.
Thank you so much. I can tell about India also, like we have this incubation centers. And you see, when the person enters into the incubation center, he can stay there for 1 to 2 years. So maximum is 2 years. You can stay from 1 to 2 years. The people who are technically qualified, like a diploma holders, degree holders, incubation centers, and they get a lot of facilities over there. They get a space at a very subsidized sort of a rent. They get some common facilities like some common machinery which they can use for testing purposes. Basically, the incubation centers have links with the technical institutions. They can take the support of the faculty members from the technical institutions for any consultations or any R&D support. They have links with industries. If you want some sort of like links with industries, so they can also be help. They have links with the financial institutions also. You want to take a loan from a bank or from a financial corporation, so they have the links with them also. So they are getting all the facilities over there. Like you can work with the prototype, you can work on your project. You can start with this, you can even start selling from your there. So once you are reasonably stabilized, after say 1 to 2 years, you have to leave that incubation center, and then they take it fresh orders. Okay. I hope we have answered the question of madam. Okay, yeah. Any other question, please? Any other question? We can take 1 or 2 questions more, I suppose. Any question for the Sri Lankans? No questions? So they're very happy that there's no question. Thank you so much. I would really like to thank my this multi-member presenters, two from Sri Lanka and again two from Thailand. One was a silent presenter, but anyway she was participating. So thank you so much. Regarding the same debate at this entrepreneurship. You see, if you listen to the great leaders of the world nowadays, they talk of some 3 to 4 words. They talk of debate, they talk of poverty, they talk of entrepreneurship, they talk of the skills basically. So I personally believe that debate is really the panacea for the poverty alleviation. The people who are who do not have any qualifications, those who do not have any skills, if you give them some skills, some technical skills, some vocational skills, then those people they can either set up their selling one or ventures, or they can be even or they can even go for a job also. So the people must be skilled. The people must be they should have some skill in their hand, so that through that they can either go for a job or they can set up a small scale venture. I come from NIT this in Chandigarh, and in Chandigarh, we have started this format of entrepreneurship back in 1983, when people were not talking about entrepreneurship. In 1983, even people were not able to spell this word of entrepreneurship. Even now, many people cannot spell this word entrepreneurship. So we started in 1983, we set up a company in format of entrepreneurship, and we were trying to promote this concept of entrepreneurship in the education system, namely polytechnics and engineering colleges. We were very efforts between the large number of people, the teachers, the technical teachers, and the students also will be trained. And the other they were created in the polytechnics and in the engineering colleges. Even this entrepreneurship was introduced as a subject in polytechnics also. And we were conducting a large number of training programs on entrepreneurship. We were conducting 6 weeks training programs, various training programs in many parts of the country. You see, you must realize that everybody cannot become an entrepreneur. It's very easy to say to become an entrepreneur, it's very difficult to become an entrepreneur. Now, people tend to confuse when they sell empowerment is not entrepreneurship is not selling money. Self empowerment is a very elementary form of entrepreneurship. Just start, this small basic thing. It's just like
yes, I told Pazul is telling away, so okay, I download. Hey, that's because I don't know traffic. So I think the speed is very high. And then
yes, so I would like to really appeal to all the these people to try to promote another pressure in fever system. We can share all the information. We were training large number of people. I do remember that. You see, you have to basically screen the people first. First, you have to screen the people. Who are the potential entrepreneurs? Everybody cannot become an entrepreneur. Okay, giving awareness is okay. Training, giving awareness, motivating people, that is okay. But then those people who have this spark, who have the potential to become the entrepreneur, they must be first. They must be screened first. Only then people should be further trained on entrepreneurship. So we were training many people, and I do remember one of our trainees, his name is Mr. R.S. Purwali. He was at Diploma from a polytechnic in Haryana province, and he was able to set up a tractor manufacturing plant. So right now he has got a tractor manufacturing plant in Himachal Pradesh, which is one of the provinces of India. It's a 500 crore, it's a 5,000 million project, and he is employing a large number of engineers and MTechs and CAs and MBAs, and he himself is a global moment. So that is the beauty of entrepreneurship. You see, this is no theory. You can work to any extent. In a job, if you're working in a job, at any level, you have a fixed salary. You may be getting a very good salary, but doesn't mean that is a fixed salary. And you just can buy basically. Even if you're at the buy transfer or any position, you're still an employee. But the people who become the entrepreneurs, they so that is a lot of satisfaction to people that we have been able to make you market in the news. So I think it's a very and if we can combine this event with the entrepreneurship, I think it is one of the panacea for public. So with these words, I would like to close this session. I would like to really thank my people presenters from Sri Lanka and Thailand. I would like to thank the CPSC and the Director General, Dr. Naim Yaku, for giving me an opportunity to chair this session and to be part of this international conference. I thank the coordinator, Dr. G.K., and all the CPSC officers and staff for their contribution. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So that ends our last plenary session for the initiatives and the best practices for poverty alleviation, entrepreneurship, and employability. So again, thank you very much for sharing your experiences and best practices regarding combating poverty alleviation and at the same time including entrepreneurship and employability spirit through Tibet skills development. And of course, we will not forget, we will be awarding our plaques of recognition and certificate of appreciation to our plenary speakers and country representatives. So please, we will call on our esteemed plenary speaker, Dato Amir bin Muhammad Nur, of course, the Director General of the Department of Community College Education, or DCCE, of Malaysia, to please award our plaques of appreciation and certificate of recognition. First, we would like to call on our country representative from Sri Lanka, Saman Sulalit Disanayan. Let's give them a warm round of applause, please. Thank you very much. And of course, his partner from Sri Lanka also, Mr. A.M.R.R. Abeku. Last but not the least, of course, our representative, our country presenter from Thailand, Ms. Kuntima Sirtin. And of course, we would also like to acknowledge the presence of Ms. Yuwari Manira, Ms. Kuntima Sirtin's partner from Thailand also. Thank you very much. Oh yes, and of course, our session chair, Dr. Suresh Kumar Dameja. Please, sir, accept our plaque of appreciation and our certificate of recognition. Thank you very much, Dr. Dameja. And also, we have a plaque also for our representative from Thailand also, sir. Kindly present to Miss Yuwari Manirat from Thailand. Yes. And I believe we also have some participants from Thailand. Thank you very much also for coming. Yes. All right. Again, that concludes our last plenary session. That includes the representatives from Sri Lanka and Thailand. And of course, again, we would like to extend our deepest appreciation to our session chair, Dr. Suresh Kumar Dameja. So before we go on to our conclusions, recommendations, and closing ceremonies, we have a very, not really very short, but we have a theme. So the snacks are available at the back. Please do help yourselves. We'll be starting our last part of our conference, which is the conclusions, recommendations, and closing ceremonies at 4:15 p.m. So please kindly return to the plenary hall or the plenary session area at 4:15 p.m. For our participants, to our participants, including the country presenters, we will be providing a feedback form which you will be filling out. Kindly fill out the forms that will be distributed by our CPSC staff and return the forms to the registration table, or we will be collecting them from your seats. So again, our CPSC staff and representative will be distributing the forms, so please kindly fill out the forms. It is very important for us to know your feedback regarding the conference. So again, we will be distributing it. Kindly fill it out as honestly as possible, and we will be collecting it from you, or maybe if you can kindly return it to our staff at the registration table. Please help yourself with the snacks and be back at 4:15 p.m. Thank you. So to all the participants who needs to or who will be getting their certificates. Certificates will be given after the closing ceremony. So please kindly stay until the ceremony is ended before you can claim your certificate of participation or your certificate of attendance at the registration table. Again, please, certificates will be given after the closing ceremony, so you may claim your certificate of participation or attendance at the registration table outside the ballroom. Thank you very much.
Si Felix Main, so may natatago ka bang gamit sa tumago? Like, yung hindi ko makikita kung ano.
Wala naman. Bakit?
Kasi nag-check out naman tayo, di ba? Ay si Joshua yung nag-check out sa akin. Nagdala ng mga gamit. So, sisilipin ko muna yung room kung may nakalimutan pa. Or kung may kailangan kang pag-bit or kailangan ano.
Wala naman.
Ay, sir. Meron ka ba yan? Ano, sir?
Ay, yung isa yung nabigyan ko siya, hindi pa.
Uy, thank you, sir. So yung nahuli, sir. Ayun, matindi, sir. Di naman, sir. Nag-practice lang. So yung susot ko sana kanina. Kasi niloloko nila ako. Pagkat yung buhok. Yan ang puso. Ikaw yun. Wala nga ako ng tinto. Pero naman, tinuro mo pa ako. Pero ka. Sir, thank you, bro. Makakakuha ba ako sa mga email address ng mga foreign?
Ay, meron ata sa registration namin. Kaya lang nasa.
Also, nandun. Sino may specific ba kayo? Wala, sir. Kukonect. Sila ng text. Yung parang network na network. Ay, so nalagay sa registration. Sigurado hindi ako yung hingin ako sa English. Sila naman sa mahina sa English. Alright, yung ganito tayo. Matay lang tayo. Usap kung ano, kung ano naman. Kilala mo lang si Felix sa Marayan. Kasi may naman ko. Ipapakasal sa sigurado lang daw, sabay po tayo. Naghahanap pa rin ako eh. Baka mainit kayo. Gusto mo ma-experience o na-experience? Yan, sir. Pilihan kita, sir. Magtatak naman ako. Sir, nahanap mo. Thank you. Wait lang. Speech mo kaya? Ayaw.
Para sa gusto mong pagawa ng ano. Private video.
Ilayin natin yung network sa inyo. Atin yun, provided talaga yun.
Sila kanina yung hard.
Naka mic na po. Yung items natin, sir, na
Ladies and gentlemen, we still have some more minutes for us to start the closing ceremonies. So time check is 4:05. So I think we still have 10 minutes to have your snacks, maybe at the main area, or maybe you want to bring it on your table. It's up to you. But again, we still have 10 minutes. So please avail of extra time to maybe visit our exhibitors again. We have LabTech, High-Tech Power, Shanghai Jingye Technology, the Bowling School of Fisheries, and the APAC CPSC booth at our exhibit area near the main area. So if you want, avail of the extra time to visit them and products. Also, we have been receiving some inquiries on how to be APAC accredited. So if you have any questions, or maybe you want to have your institution or school APAC accredited, you can visit our booth, the APAC booth at the mail area. Our CPSC and APAC staff are ready to serve you. Also, for our CPSC guests who are staying at Marco Polo, Richmond, and our CPSC hostel, you may inquire about our transport schedule from your accommodation going to the airport. So again, for those who will be flying out of Manila tomorrow, kindly refer to our registration table at the elevator lobby for you to be able to include it in the transport schedule. So again, our staff are there to accommodate your inquiries, but you have to have your ticket copy as well, or maybe your flight schedule, so that we can determine the appropriate transport schedule for you. And please, the feedback form I think have been distributed. So please kindly be very honest in your feedback so that we may know what are the comments or suggestions that we might have. Put them in the feedback form and give it back to us. Our CPSC staff, Miss Easy Mosa, is roaming around. Miss Easy, please raise your hand. There you go, that's Miss Easy. Easy, raise your hand again. Easy. Yes, she will be collecting the forms, so you may give it to her, or if you're not yet finished, you may just leave it at the registration table in front of the elevator lobby. Again, please, we really appreciate your feedback and suggestions, and we would really appreciate your kind words also regarding the conference. So we will be waiting for your filled out feedback form. Kindly give it to Easy, our very beautiful and also charming CPS staff, to collect. She'll be collecting the feedback form. Or if you're not yet done with it, you may, or you can finish it, you can fill out,
Yes, sir.
finish filling it out, and then give it to our CPSC staff at the registration table.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And also, we've been
Okay, sir.
receiving some inquiries regarding the presentations of
Okay, sir.
our presenters as well as the plenary session speakers yesterday. You can access them, or you can access the updated final papers and presentations of our plenary speakers and our plenary presenters through our website. The conference website is Sdpa Conference 2015.cpstech.org. Again, that's SDPA Conference 2015.cpsutech.org. It is listed, or it is written in the booklet that we have given you, the conference booklet. Please refer to the bottom part of the cover. That's SDPA Conference 2015.cpsutech.org. Aside from the updated final papers and presentations, we will also post the photos and videos of the conference as well as the conference dinner and APAC awards presentation last night.
Photograph.
And also, if your friends or maybe your colleagues want to view the closing ceremonies of the conference, they can also view the closing ceremonies live at
It's still in my camera, sir.
website. So just refer them again to
cannot
SDPA
get that.
Conference 2015
I'll have to transfer, sir.
and tell them that the conference can be viewed live at the website's homepage.
Okay, sir. I'll transfer first.
Also, for those who will be needing, or for the certificate of attendance or participation for our participants, we may get them after the closing ceremonies at the registration table. Again, certificates will be given after the closing ceremonies, which will be happening in 5 minutes. So please do be back at 4:15 at the plenaries or the conference session hall. You may do some freshening up or maybe finish your snacks, and then after 5 minutes we'll be starting. Alright, again, just to remind everyone, please fill out the evaluation form or the feedback form that we have been distributing at your tables. If you were not able to get a copy or the form yet, you may refer to our CPS staff, Sir Joshua. Sir Joshua, raise your hand. That handsome guy over there. He can provide you the feedback form in case you don't have it yet. And then you can also submit it to him or at the registration table. And of course, we would like to thank everyone who is here today, especially those who have flown from really far countries and also really far provinces of the Philippines. We appreciate your attendance, and we hope that you will be, or we will meet you again at our future conferences or programs. And of course, we would like to thank especially our venue for today, the also amazing and luxurious Marco Polo Hotel Ortigas, Manila. Thank you very much again for the wonderful service, very warm staff, and also the very delicious food that you have been serving for us for the past 2 days. Right, again, we'll be starting our closing ceremonies in 3 minutes. So please get back at exactly 4:15 p.m. Thank you very much.
Basta nyo rin no? Yung saga, sabi ni Leslie, yung speaker, record, because the speaker is not speaking.
Yes, sir.
Sir, are you ready to the stage? No?
Okay, alam mo.
Hindi na rin. Kailangan ka rin. Parang ano lang. Kunwari lang. Ito sa yan. Because you want to record as well.
Kala ko sila na yung closing.
Hindi.
I completed
Okay, sir.
only second day because not enough spaces.
It's in the website, sir. You can get it.
You are going to upload all things website,
Yes, sir.
all photos.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we can get it now.
Sdpa 2015.
All right, you are going to update everything
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
uploaded, no?
Yes, sir.
Presentations on the stage, sir. Presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry to keep you waiting. We just need to ask for some more minutes for us to prepare the closing ceremony, so please bear with us. We'll be starting, by the way, in maybe a few minutes, so you can avail of extra time to maybe visit the booths or fill out the feedback forms that you have given, and maybe also tell your goodbyes to our, or maybe to the new friends that you have met here in the conference. So please just announce the time of the closing ceremonies. So kindly give us a few more minutes for us to prepare. Thank you.
To respond not responding to some. It's just waiting. Yes, sir. May mga question video or presentation.
Wala pa eh.
Magsasalita. Saan magsasalita ka daw, sir?
Ha?
Ilang part ng ICT? Mag-present ka daw. ICT team, may may mga
Wala, hindi pa kami makagawa ng video.
ay, pa rin sa team. Sir, wala ba tayo mag-flash? Hindi ko lang po sa nalagay.
Yung
Okay na yan eh.
ay, kailangan na Nasa
Sir, parang hindi sila man.
nasa,
Kaya ako team. Hindi sila. Naratang ko ngayon dito.
hindi tata.
Sa tayo nag-ibig sa naisip. Ito pa pala. Sila. Masabi sila nag-ibig. What is this?
Karno? Hindi ka ako makagawa ng slideshow dahil wala ako yung software. Ewan ko kung aabot pa yun. I-collect pa namin. Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for waiting. But I guess we will be requesting for 5 more minutes before we start the closing program. So again, we'll be starting in 5 minutes. So kindly be back after 5 minutes so that we can start with the closing conclusions, recommendations, and closing ceremonies for our international conference. Thank you very much.
Okay.
we'll put in the website, sir.
Huh?
I will put in the website anyway.
Oh no. During my presentation, you got some photos, no?
Yes, sir.
But no. Not
In there, sir.
Huh?
It's in there.
Sorry?
It's in there, sir.
No. You check it. What is the word?
Sir?
Word? Which one is the word?
It's in here, sir.
Huh?
It should be there. It should be here.
I'll copy it. Left. Order left, no? Is it possible? Shall we play video?
Not yet, sir.
So how long it take?
Sir?
How long it will take?
I don't know, sir. I have
So not
to.
possible now.
Probably, sir, because I cannot get this online thing, sir.
Okay. 36 ba yan? Sige na. Oh.
Ha? Yan naman. Ay po.
You're going to make video presentation?
Sir,
Video presentation?
for this one, for this.
Today or no? Today video.
Sir,
Okay, thank you. I copied that things. Okay, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, our guests, welcome to our conclusions, recommendations, and closing ceremonies part. So again, thank you very much for waiting.
Thank you for patiently waiting,
Yes, of course.
everyone. Now for our last session, we kindly request the Director General, Dr. Nadim, and the coordinator of this international conference, Dr. G. Colentayvel, to come in front.
Yes, please take the seats on the stage, please. Yes, there you go.
So this last session will start with a presentation of draft recommendation for all your perusal. May we kindly Dr. Chico to present the recommendations.
Okay, yan.
Good evening to one and all. So we had a meeting of session chairs to prepare the draft recommendations of the conference just before this conclusion session. And after taking all the practice into considerations of the global presented in the conference, taking into account of the interest of CPS member countries. So we wish to propose 12-point recommendations called Marco Polo Act, Journey to Zero Poverty. As you know, Marco Polo has traveled around the globe, and we are conducting the conference at Marco Polo Hotel, Manila. Cognizant of the realities that TVT alone cannot provide an encompassing solution to the problem of poverty, the International Conference on Skill Development for Poverty Alleviation, Entrepreneurship, and Employability puts forward the following recommendations. First, strengthen synergy to link relevant sectors and agencies that possesses the capacity to initiate, implement, and fund poverty alleviation programs to get maximum coordination. Number two, reinforce efforts to tackle poverty among marginalized groups such as women, rural youth, informal economic workers, unorganized sectors, and persons with disabilities in the region through effective policies and strategies that recognize the diversity and complexity of the problem of poverty. Number three, provide entrepreneurship education for students and potential trainers across all programs and levels, as well as in-serving training of trainers. Enhanced training programs for integrating lifelong learning to ensure the creation of individuals that are capable of solving problems even beyond formal schooling. Number five, okay. Okay, number 5, emphasize the need to link enrollment to employment by focusing on highly employable programs that will not only generate graduates but create a new breed of highly skilled individuals with entrepreneurial drive and acumen. Number 6, develop globally accepted indicators and standards to assess the impact of poverty alleviation programs. Number 7, advocate strategic public-private community partnership (PPCP) model at national and local level to address specific programs for poverty alleviation. 8, ensure quality pivot for competitiveness and mobility of workforce in the region, initiated by agencies such as Asia Pacific Accreditation and Certification Commission (APAC). 9, improve access to programs for learners and adults, including technical, vocational skills, and gender skills. Number 10, increase community participation and social entrepreneurship in the localities. Number 11, realize value innovation by applying the create, raise, reduce, eliminate theory, treating uncontested new areas in the debate system using the blue ocean strategy. Number 12, encourage potential investors to undertake microfinancing as a viable scheme for creating a large pool of micro entrepreneurs. So this is what we have developed with the help of all the channels. So if you have any suggestions for the recommendations, I think you can send us mail to CPSC, TDD, or secretary at cpsctech.org. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. GK, for the draft recommendation. And next.
The last part of our program is the vote of thanks by the Director General. So may we please request Dr. Nakim.
Good afternoon to everyone. It's good to see a very, what I say, a quality crowd. It was good to see the likes of Dr. Muklis, still around, Dr. Ame, as well as Rebecca, my friend Professor Len Maraveles. It's a big elephant in the crowd, but the big elephant is at the back. The elephant wants to hide itself. Other friends, I got Dr. Alto is still here, Dr. Valerie Soleil, ex-PSC faculty staff, and all their delegates from the member countries. Good to see that all of you are still around at this 8th hour of the day. So after months of preparation, thousands of email communications, and a large amount of effort, we have reached the grand finale today, which is the conclusion of this conference, as well as the conclusion of the 4-year endeavor of skills development for poverty alleviation. A project that has been started by my predecessor, Dr. Shamal Maduda, who is now the head of the UNESCO EWOC in Bonn, Germany, and finished by me. Any program like this, especially this particular session or event, actually is a 3-in-1 program. If you had not noticed, let me inform you that there has been a regional program on entrepreneurship for Tibet development in CPSC last week that was attended by the member countries of CPSC that you see the delegates in front of you now. So that's one of the three. The second one is the APEC award session or night that we have conducted last night, was successfully conducted, and we have honored the accreditees of APEC, and they are now, I believe, very happy to know the much awaited result of the accreditation exercise. And I hope tomorrow in the newspaper of the Philippines, in the Philippines town, this news about this will come up that will kind of leverage this occasion to make the institutions that have been accredited more well known, to get more confidence from the public, from the employers, from the students, and spur and motivate them even more. And also the institutions that see them being accredited will also, try to spur them to get our effective accreditation. And the third, the three-in-one activity is this international conference on Tibet skills development for poverty alleviation, entrepreneurship, and employability. Any such major undertaking like this must look at whether we have achieved the objectives of which this program has been set for. So let me just read through the objective, because if we conduct programs and activities without putting any consideration of achieving the intention, then we might as well not do it. So the conference objectives are, but now it has become work because we are already at the end of the conference. The conference objectives were: number one is to generate interest and commitment towards skills development for poverty alleviation, employability, and entrepreneurship. So I believe the interest has been generated through the paper presentations, through the discussion, question and answers, either in the session or while you have the refreshments. And I believe that as the linkages between participants, people who are interested in papers being presented, some people are interested about the EI idea, some people are interested in the gross national happiness in Bhutan, and so on and so forth. Number two is cross-sharing of experiences, issues and challenges, best practices and approaches. That we have seen it happening. Number three is to propagate ideas necessary for successful poverty alleviation programs, incubators, teaching entrepreneurship across the curriculum, providing microfinancing support, and so on. That also we have seen. And these are just short-term outcomes or short-term objectives. What we need are sustainable and long-term objectives. It's just easy to say that we have conducted conference, we have conducted, paper presentations. But what will be the impact of it? It cannot be seen yet. It has to be followed up and followed through over the next, I don't know how many years and so on. That is why we have called this the Manila Pact, journey towards zero poverty. Because we want nobody to be left out in this endeavor to have everybody to be not in the poverty line, below the poverty line. But it is a journey. Because as you get the poverty level down, as has been enshrined in the United Nations Millennium Development Goals, that you want to halve poverty. Every country must halve their poverty. If they start with 20%, they must go to 10% by 2015. If they start with 5, they go to 2.5. But is half good? Is 10% poverty good? How much is good? Well, even 1% is not good. Only 0% can be accepted. But can we reach it tomorrow? Can we reach it next week? I don't think so. Because as we try to do, there are other interplaying factors. For example, the increase in the consumer price index, or inflation, or some other things that happen, that there has been a low production of crops that make food become scarce and expensive, that will increase poverty again. So it's a dynamic thing that we have to monitor from time to time. Okay, what are the outcomes of this conference? Number one, conference proceedings and recommendations. Dr. GK has presented the recommendations to be adopted by the conference. So if there is no further suggestion by you, if there is no further comment or any amendment or any improvement, we will take it as adopted. The conference proceedings is being prepared by our rapporteur, by our group of CPSC staff. It will be produced online in due time, and it will be let known. And the next is strategies and direction for the successful implementation. All this about poverty alleviation, entrepreneurship, employability. So we have also embedded in that recommendation about having more synergy between responsible agencies, because this is not a thing that Tibet must do alone and cannot do alone. For example, we have ministries of welfare, ministries of rural development. It has to work together with the Tibet institutes. And cooperation prospect for business, community and institutions. I believe when you meet each other, you are talking about some collaboration perhaps. One agency will visit another. I saw Dr. Hisole meeting Dr. Rahman Gujarat about how EDI perhaps and the ISAT University in Iloilo can work together. New linkages among stakeholders. I hope that will happen as well. So that is the objective and outcome of the conference. I believe the short-term one, like recommendations, the presentation of papers, getting linkages, short-term one, but the long-term one, to make poverty non-existent. This, of course, you cannot see it next week, next month, next year. It is an ongoing effort. And I hope everyone will take home and not forget that we have a responsibility to do to all our impoverished citizens. Secondly, in this conclusion session, let me mention that I would like to appreciate the effort put by the paper presenters. It takes a lot of preparation in preparing this. Also to the session speakers, and mostly to all of you for being very attentive and attending the session for the 2 days and answering questions and putting great interest into this session. But we will acknowledge your input by giving you a certificate of recognition, certificate of appreciation. So please collect them as you walk out of this room after the conclusion of this session. And also my CPSC staff. My CPSC staff, as you can see them, please stand and be seen. Please stand up, please stand up. They have spent months of effort and sleepless nights. Sometimes also agitated by myself, also being impatient. But this is all including to exceed your expectation, to delight our customers, stakeholders, that is you. Okay, you can see now. As you know, this conference is happening during the month of Ramadan. So a lot of the Muslim participants are fasting. But you can see, has spared no effort in making their observance of the fasting uninterrupted. So for them, even at 3 a.m. we have food, we provide them for them to prepare to fast. So the rest who are not fasting, don't feel guilty, no problem with that. And tomorrow there will be another important event, the meeting of the APEC authorities, what we call the APEC special meeting in CPSC. Some of you have been invited. he will form what we call the AAA, the Association of Applied Accreditors. This will enable many things to be conducted between the applied accreditors, the one that have been certified to be having the necessary factors and things in place for them to be good institutions. The 7 criteria, governance, and resources, all that. So for them, we would like to have more like staff exchange, student exchange, even employment. For example, a graduate of IT course in Puerto Princesa School of Arts and Trades. A graduate of your IT, if you have IT, or if you have food, can come to Malaysia to work. But we will, of course, have to take into consideration all the employment restriction, employment procedures, and so on. Graduate of Polytechnic in Malaysia can go to Thailand, for example, in the OBEC college to work there for 6 months, 1 year, and come back. So this is what we talk about inward, obviously inbound and outbound mobility of workforce. Malaysia, for example, has been a very country known for receiving or inbound immigrants. Why not? They also go out as outbound immigrant for about 6 months to 1 year to increase the Western town, the worldview, their worldview to see other countries. So this we would like to see happening soon. The higher education has been ahead of us. They have what they call the ASEAN University of Network. We're talking about ASEAN countries. In some countries, South Asia Association of Regional Cooperation, I believe we also have something like that. But in ASEAN, we have the AUN. Malaysia has 4 universities. Thailand has 4. Philippines have about 3. Like UP is one of them, definitely. Elasa, Ateneo, and other countries in ASEAN. So for many years that they exist, they have staff exchange, student exchange, as well as the ASEAN credit transfer system that will allow a diploma graduate to go to a degree course in another country, or even a degree graduate from one country to do masters in another country. This thing has happened to the Bologna process in Europe a long time ago, but we are still following that. That is higher education, but nothing is happening at the Tibet level. Whereas we see about 70% of any organization has the Tibet graduates as their workforce. So how many doctors and how many nurses? There are more nurses than doctors. So the Tibet and the professional level. So we have to have this network of Tibet institutions so that we can learn from one another and stand united as a strong organization, that people will see Tibet as standing as tall and sitting as low as higher education as well. So we need to do that. So tomorrow will be the day formation of the ASEAN, of the Association of Applied Academics. So ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have done what it takes to do this 3-in-1 endeavor, especially in particular this international conference. I hope we have learned a lot, and I know that you have also contributed so much for this. And we will keep our communication channels open, and we will keep in touch. And we will not end this year because we will need to follow through also in the world of poverty alleviation and so on. And so I would like to also apologize on behalf of the Global Plan Staff College and APAC if there are shortcomings in the 3-in-1 program, especially this conference. If there's anything that is a shortcoming, we can put in the evaluation forms. But trust me that none is intentional. We have quite a limited number of staff that you see here. And another group of staff is working in the back room, in the CPSC, preparing the transportation and everything. So for that, I apologize if there's any shortcoming. If there is anything good, tell everybody how good CPSC, how good APAC, and how good this conference is. If there's anything bad, tell us. Don't tell anyone else. And you will be, I hope, become little ambassadors of CPSC and FF to carry this flag that has existed for 42 years of our member countries and so on. We are trying to increase the membership of CPSC, whether they are full members or whether they are honorary members. So I believe the members of CPSC have found great benefit in becoming CPSC member countries. So with that, thank you very much to all of you once again. Thanks to all CPSC staff. Finally, I would like to thank Professor Dr. Bobby Darajan Pulantaban, who has been the mainstay of this program, the main person, together with the other CPSC staff. He has only been with CPSC for 1 year, but he has shown that he has been a very great asset to CPSC, even coming here at 12 a.m., 1 a.m., midnight to see the preparation, everything is in order. So once again, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Our Director General and Father of CPSC, Dr. Muhammad Naim Yaqub, sir.
So this concludes our international conference. Have a safe trip back to your respective countries. And you may get your certificates outside the registration tables. Thank you and see you next conference.
Okay, stand by everyone.
Bye.
Oh my God, kompleto na yung slides ko. Diba, tulog na tayo ng may 2 hours.
Just a few announcements. Last announcement, hopefully. So for the APAC special meeting participants, kindly be at the Richmond Hotel lobby at 9 o'clock to be ready picked up. And then the APAC meeting will start at 9:30. So again, for all APAC special meeting attendees, please be at the Richmond Hotel lobby at 9 a.m. And the meeting will be at 9:30 in the cities. Also, for those, for our Muslim brothers and sisters again, who are fasting, you may take some snacks or the unconsumed snacks at the registration table. Again, for those who are fasting, our Muslim brothers and sisters, due to the ceremonies of the Holy Week of Ramadan, you may get your unconsumed snacks at the registration table for you to take in after the fasting hours. Thank you very much and see you again soon.
We'll still see each other tomorrow. Yeah, even let's leave it. Shopping. The whole day. You can borrow this one. Or I lend you. More comfortable. Thank you. You're ready for me. Ha?
Oh,
Tomorrow, my lady.
Oh, yes. From which one?
Yes, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So,
See you again. Oh, yes, sir. Bye.
photographer.
Take our picture.
Sige, pack up tayo.
Pwede ba mag-release mo?
okay lang. Kahit ano naman. Buti ba niya? Iwas sa mga ano ko sa kanya. Dulu baru tarik. I got
Hey, hey.
I got
Ako kumuha ng isang man.
Josh, pwede na yan. Napasabi mo pangalan.
yun ako pala yung beach. Ayun ko po. Makita eh. Oo, bani.
Sino? Congratulations, sir. I'm yet to finish the report.
Thank you.
Congratulations also, sir.
No, but it's still there is a problem. We don't know transport, I don't know support.
Yeah, with less limited resources.
Unfortunately, we depend on them, which so she was doing some family additional work also, reporting on.
Thank you. We will miss him. We'll be together for quite some minutes. If you can accommodate as well, especially that you